do have Mayor Nick Hunter from Lake Charles. Mayor, we appreciate you giving us just a minute. How is your city holding up tonight?
Well, I could probably answer that question better in about 8 to 10 hours. But, I mean, we're in the middle of a hurricane right now. There's no doubt about it. And to have us go through what we went through 6 weeks ago with Laura and this, it's quite a blow for the city.
How is the devastation left over by Laura and the cleanup? How is that going to complex this cleanup here over the next 24 to 48 hours?
Well, it's just going to make it even more of a Herculean task than it already was. Laura was the 5th strongest hurricane to hit the United States of America in modern history, the strongest hurricane to hit Louisiana in the last 150 years, and now to have another major hurricane right after it is just a real punch to the gut. So we already had an enormous amount of debris, the likes of which our cleanup crews said they have not seen since Katrina with Laura, and now we are just adding to it with Delta. So it's just kind of a double whammy. I don't know. I'm kind of losing the words to describe it.
What were the residents' biggest concerns coming into this storm when you talked to them?
Well, I think everyone is concerned about the safety of their families and their property. What we have tried to stress is always consider the safety of yourself and your family above the safety of your property. A home is a cherished asset, but it can be replaced. A life cannot be replaced. And likewise with local government here. I mean, we are concerned about the safety of our citizens and the preservation of human life here, and that's really the task at hand and the job at hand right now.
We are on the phone with Nick Hunter, the mayor of Lake Charles. Mayor, you guys have been through so much in such a little time. How many people are still away from their homes and still not back after Laura?
We have between 6,000 and 8,000 that are still displaced from Laura. And for a city the size of 80,000, that is a substantial number. And then we had even more that evacuated for Delta. I actually believe more people evacuated for this storm than did for Laura 6 weeks ago.
Do you believe that's because of what happened 6 weeks ago?
I do. I think that the emotional toll and the raw nature of what people went through 6 weeks ago is very much on everyone's mind. And there's a lot of people that stayed 6 weeks ago who now have homes that are not in any shape prepared for a storm. I mean, there are thousands of tarps on roofs. There are thousands of holes in homes. Some people don't even have homes right now. So I think it was a combination of many things, but I am glad that people did evacuate.
Are you still in the city tonight?
I am.
What kind of conditions are you seeing at this moment?
Well, oddly enough, I think that this event, Delta, may actually be more of a water and flooding event than even Laura was. And that's why it's so important people remember that every storm has a different DNA. Laura was catastrophic. The winds were catastrophic. But I think we may actually have more flooding from this storm, Delta, than we had from Laura, even though Delta's winds were not as strong as Laura's.
Do you think that flooding is caused by the debris that are left in the ditches and the drains being clogged still?
I think it's a combination of many things, but I'm sure that has a part to play in it.
We have the mayor, Nick Hunter from Lake Charles, on with us. Mayor, we appreciate you coming on and giving us a few minutes tonight.
Thank you, sir.